There's four different types of major heart disease. One of the more common ones, of course, is coronary artery disease. It's caused by inflammation. I actually wrote a paper on that in 1971. It was published in an international pathology journal, Acta Pathology, out of Denmark, translated into 6 languages, based on 20,000 autopsies, 20 million chemistries, and 20 million slides with that many different stains and everything. And of course, all my buddies said, well, you got to be sniffing glue. Everybody knows it's cholesterol. Well, I said it was inflammation. It's caused a swelling of the lining or intima of the arteries, which then caused scar tissue to come, and it's the basic cause of plugging, because it was the vegetarians who had the worst plugged arteries, not the meat eaters, just the opposite of what everybody was saying. Well, and then there is, of course, blood clots, coronary thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, stroke, thrombotic stroke, you get a blood clot in the brain. This is caused by a deficiency of omega-3s, essential fatty acids, or ratio problems between omega-3s, 6s, and 9s. And of course, if you have plugged or partially plugged arteries in the brain or the heart or the lungs or the kidneys, and then you have a deficiency of the omega-3 essential fatty acids, you have a high propensity for thrombotic stroke and thrombotic coronary artery disease, which is going to kill you. A serious heart attack or a stroke or a pulmonary embolism. And then there is what we call a hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart disease, which causes sudden death, particularly in athletes, sudden infant death syndrome, certainly not how the baby sleeps on his tummy or on his back. It's only babies that are fed formula get sudden infant death syndrome. It's not breastfed babies, and that's because they're missing this one mineral in it called selenium. You supplement babies with selenium, they don't get sudden infant death syndrome. You supplement athletes with all 90 essential nutrients, throw in extra selenium into the pile, and give them the rebound sports drink, they don't get hypertrophic cardiomyopathy heart attack, sudden death. And then the most common cause of heart death in industrialized nations is congestive heart failure. It's a deficiency of a single vitamin. This was discovered in the 1700s by a Japanese naval surgeon. That's right. Congestive heart failure is something that can be reversed in anywhere from a week to 2 weeks, usually about 7 to 10 days. You don't have congestive heart failure anymore by getting rid of the offending problems, which include sugar in this case, because increased sugar actually causes the deficiency of this one vitamin to get worse. A deficiency of this one vitamin gets worse when you take in lots of sugar. And what I like to do for people with heart disease or risk for heart disease and give them all 90 essential nutrients, so something like the Healthy Start Pack appropriate for the body weight. Then I give them the Ultimate Daily Tablets, which are designed to support and promote healthy blood flow through blocked arteries. I'll throw in the HGH, which has an enormous amount of an amino acid in there, which actually causes the arteries to produce a substance called nitrous oxide, which actually opens up the arteries, dilates the arteries, you get more blood flow through them. And this could be for the brain and the heart and the kidneys and so on. And that's per 100 pounds of body weight, 3 twice a day of those Ultimate Daily Tablets. And then the Ultimate Selenium, 3 of those twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight. This is for the cardiomyopathy heart disease. And then 3 of the De-Stress capsules twice a day per 100 pounds of body weight for the congestive heart failure. And this covers all ranges. And I've actually had people, pastors in Southside Chicago, who've been on the heart transplant list for 3 years, been treated for heart disease for 12 years, and in 1 week's time, their cardiologist, their transplant cardiologist, and their cardiologist actually took them off of 27 prescription drugs and declared them cured of their heart disease after 10, 12 years, whatever it was. Got them off of 27 prescription. I didn't do that. I just gave them the supplement program, and their doctors took them off the 27 prescription drugs and took them off the heart transplant list and declared them to be cured. And so what does this tell you? It tells you the first thing you need to do is make sure you don't get into trouble with your heart. You only have one of them, right? And, of course, you're going to get a lot of spin-off from that because all the other tissues in the body require all the same nutrients. And so I like people to get the 90 essential nutrients before they get sick. Don't wait until you're sick. You're terminally have 3 seconds to live and then ask me if vitamins and minerals can help. What you want to do is take the 90 essential nutrients, 1 Healthy Start Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. Give your body what it needs, just sort of like putting oil in your car before the engine burns up. You don't put oil in your car after the engine burns up. You put oil in your car before the engine burns up. So when you die at 120, you should have 2 pieces of paper in your health chart. One is a birth certificate, the other was a death certificate. If you have a 2-inch thick health record, you're going to see 3 specialists. you're on 18 to 20 different prescription drugs, and you get a new disease every 2 or 3 years, somebody needs to go to jail. And it ain't you. It's not the patient. It's the doctors which are milking your insurance policy, whether it's government or private, like an ATM machine. They are plucking your strings. And so you need to get on the 90 Essential Nutrients, get a hold of one of our books, and better yet, get the trilogy of books, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to reverse and actually reduce your risk of over 900 different diseases to just about zero. This includes birth defects. Every one of the birth defects you can name, and 10 times that many you can't. We're talking chronic degenerative diseases, heart disease, dementia, macular degeneration, lupus, fibromyalgia, arthritis, osteoporosis, osteopenia, bone-to-bone arthritis. We're talking about kidney failure. We're talking about diabetes, obesity. All these diseases, and many of them are physician-caused disease like Alzheimer's disease, erectile dysfunction, and sleep apnea. There's no such disease as sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a normal behavior. Here's a case where doctors turn a normal behavior that your sleeping partner complains about, and they turn it into a disease. The mafia would go to jail for such stuff. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Do certain foods cause you to bloat or experience gas? Do you wake up in the middle of the night with heartburn? Are you forced to sleep on piles and piles of pillows to cut down on heartburn? Have you been diagnosed with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease? If any of these describes you, then you've got digestive problems. I was awakened with heartburn almost every night for over 20 years. Then I heard Dr. Wallach and realized all of the antacids I'd been using were actually part of the problem. My stomach acid wasn't too strong, it wasn't strong enough. So I started taking the ultimate enzymes from Youngevity. Now all of the heartburn, belching, and bloating are gone, and I can sleep through the night without piling on the pillows. And I'm back to eating the spicy foods I love. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Now, Doc, you write a lot of books. Now, do you ever use one of these pen names, to write a book under, a different name?
No.
Okay, so you haven't done that. So then
it's always under my own name.
Okay, good. I started wondering because I saw this Fox News story that was headlined "The Great Cholesterol Myth," and there's actually a Dr. Johnny Bowden who has a book out by that same title, and he was being interviewed by Fox's senior medical guy, Manny Alvarez, and they say heart disease is the #1 killer in the U.S. What often makes the disease so deadly is high cholesterol. However, one doctor says that's all a myth. That's this Dr. Bowden. He says that this lowering your heart disease may not necessarily even prevent heart disease. As he says that it's not even really a good predictor of heart disease. Said half the people admitted to hospitals with cardiovascular disease have normal cholesterol rates, and there's half the people that are with elevated cholesterol have normal hearts. And he goes on to say he doesn't necessarily think that cholesterol plays no role whatsoever in the development of heart disease, but what is actually done has taken our attention away from other important factors in cardiovascular problems such as inflammation, oxidative damage, stress, and sugar in the diet. So I think that requires Because you've been talking about this for, 40, 50 years or more, how cholesterol,
44 years
isn't that
now,
big a deal. And he goes on to say that part of this problem is, he says there's cholesterol used to be just one number, the two main types, HDL and LDL. He says that there are actually 5 different kinds of each. He says they behave quite differently in the body. He says there's an LDL-A and an LDL-B. He said the A is like a big cotton ball, doesn't do any damage, doesn't get caught in your arteries, but the LDL-B is the bad guy. And he says, why so much focus on cholesterol? He said the statins have become a problem as well, something else you've been talking about. And he said medication is often overprescribed. And they go on to say that they really show no benefit. They say, especially in women, shouldn't take statins at all because there is no evidence that a woman has ever been saved from a heart attack by using statins. And even scarier is that now they're prescribing them to kids, and goes into how, their cholesterol is needed for brain development in all the kids. So this is really just a bad way to go.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Of course, statin drugs have created Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease because 75% of a human's brain weight is the white matter, the myelin, which is the insulation material in the brain. When it goes away, the nerve fibers tangle up. You get Alzheimer's disease. Well, Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease. They put people on a cholesterol-restricted diet, egg beaters, chicken without skin, oils instead of butter and cream and lard. And what do we got out of it? Alzheimer's disease. Didn't exist 42 years ago. Now it's the number 4 killer of adults over the age of 64. Erectile dysfunction. You can't make testosterone. 95% of testosterone is cholesterol. You can't make testosterone. You're on a cholesterol-lowering drug and cholesterol-restricted diet. And so low testosterone, erectile dysfunction is a physician-caused disease. And then, of course, another one that has to do with cholesterol is menopause. Ladies, your great-grandmother, depending on how old you are, went through menopause at age 70 in 3 seconds. She was still cycling and having babies into her 60s. Well, why now do women spend 30 years wallowing through menopause and prescription hormones and everything? Because estrogen and progesterone are 95% by weight cholesterol. You want a cholesterol-restricted diet? You're eating egg beaters instead of eggs. You're eating margarine instead of butter. You're using oils that cook instead of lard. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, tofu, and beans instead of meat. You got menopausal problems. You go through 5 husbands because nobody can get along here. Wow. Eat 6 eggs a day, take the 90 essential nutrients, and flush the doctor and the statin drugs down the toilet. Do not give them to kids. We'll be back after these messages.
According to the CDC, nearly half of all Americans take at least one prescription drug daily. For those over the age of 60, almost 40% are taking at least 5 medications every day. Some of those drugs costing hundreds of dollars. Most people struggle to pay for these expensive drugs, but FDI Longevity has the answer with discount pharmacy cards. You can get a 10% and on some drugs up to an 85% discount, up to a 35% discount on hearing aids, and up to a 60% discount on lab tests, even ones for your pets. This card never expires, and best of all, the FDI Longevity card is free. That's right, I said free. Imagine the change in your life with extra change in your pocket. All because you're saving hundreds, if not thousands, on your medical costs with your FDI Longevity discount card. Contact your local FDI Longevity associate and find out how you could get your free pharmacy discount card. And remember, it's free.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine-tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I got to tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Longevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we will see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember the phone number. Again, it's 313-444-3463. Again, that number is 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Wisconsin. And Tabitha, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Tabitha, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I had a question. I spoke to you, I think, last week. You were mentioning about, I had mentioned about IBS and gray hair. And you had asked about my weight, and you were talking about about ASAP. And I was wondering with IBS, how would I be able to absorb that ASAP? And what would I need to do in order to alleviate this gray and white hair that I still have in my head?
Okay, I'm going to repeat what I said then because it's still true now what I said then. Okay? You need to take the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for your body weight. What do you weigh?
256.
205?
256.
Oh, 256. Okay. Ideally, you would take 3 Healthy Start packs per month. That would be 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine NutriCrystals at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 3 Healthy Start packs per month. Then that's the basic platform of just the nutrients you need just to live. Okay, everybody needs this, regardless if you're a 20-pound person, a 50-pound person, a 100-pound person, 200-pound person, or 300-pound person. It doesn't matter. Everybody needs this appropriate for body weight, the 90 essential nutrients. Then, because you have a history of IBS, cerebral bowel syndrome, additionally, for you to get maximum benefit of that basic platform of the 90 essential nutrients, you need to give up all wheat, barley, rye, and oats. No wheat, barley, rye, and oats. I'd urge you. I'd implore you to get a hold of that CD called Serial Killers and listen to that 10 times. Get a hold of the book Hell's Kitchen, read that, and listen to that CD, Hell's Kitchen, and you'll know more about weight loss and metabolism than all doctors out there except me. And so this is imperative that you understand what's going on here, not just blindly take stuff. Then I would also have you take 3 of the Sweeties 3 times a day. That's 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. That's 9 Sweeties a day. That's 3 bottles a month of the Sweeties. That's to support and promote healthy metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and sugars at the cellular level. It's going to support and promote healthy blood sugar levels. I would also have you, and I'm assuming is at 256 you're going to have some joint problems. Would you take the glucogel, take 20 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner, 5 at bedtime. That'll be 3 of the large 240-count bottles of glucogel. And then I could throw in a lot more stuff, but let's not. Let's just throw in the ASAP. I want you to take, excuse me, I want you to take 2 droppers full of the ASAP under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. That's going to require 2 bottles a month of the ASAP, and you're going to lose anywhere from a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. Now, it's going to start out slow because it's going to take you 3 to 6 months to get maximum repair of your intestines so you can absorb maximally. Right now, you may only be able to absorb 20%, but 20% is better than nothing. We got to get going here, girl. We'll be back after these messages.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
The Freeze Dry Guy, leader in the preparedness industry for 44 years, is closing his California warehouse. Don't miss out on this huge warehouse sale and receive discounts from 30 to 40% off on the finest Mountain House and Packaway brand freeze-dried and dehydrated foods for long-term food storage or even everyday use. Plus deep discounts on all in-stock survival gear. The Freeze Dry Guy is offering a wide selection of freeze-dried foods in number 10 cans and even individually packaged entrees. Remember, meats, vegetables, fruits, and long-range patrol rations are the main components for any long-term food storage. This is limited to stock on hand, so hurry and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, as always, free shipping to the lower 48 states. So hurry up and call 866-404-3663 or 530-798-4414. Remember, this is limited to stock on hand. The Freeze Dry Guy is your choice for survival food in an uncertain world.
As if chlorine in our water weren't bad enough, now they're adding ammonia?
It's true. Some municipalities are now adding ammonia plus chlorine to your water supply. It's a disinfectant called chloramine. But with a trusted Big Berkey water filter, you can keep chloramine out of your water. New NSF EPA certified lab tests show EPA Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market. The gold standard in water purification. And our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Let's head to San Antonio, Texas, and Jimmy, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jimmy, you're on the air.
Good day, Dr. Wallach. I'm calling on behalf of my mother. She's 25. She's a height of 5'5", weight 235.
235?
235, correct.
Mm-hmm.
And the illnesses I have here is just been diagnosed maybe about 2 months ago. 2 centimeter liver tumors. She has cirrhosis of the liver. And right now, the doctors are suggesting a alternative treatment of radiofrequency ablation procedure to remove the
Okay, now these tumors, are they benign fatty tumors, which are actually quite common in the liver, or are they cancer?
They haven't classified it as cancer yet. They haven't, diagnosed it yet as cancer.
Yeah, it's not unusual when somebody's overweight that they're going to have kind of fatty tumors in the liver. It kind of goes with the territory. And so, of course, liver cirrhosis is actually due to a nutritional deficiency of the liver. It could be multiple nutritional deficiencies of the liver, can result in liver cirrhosis. 95% of the people who get liver cirrhosis don't even drink alcohol. Although doctors, that's the first thing they're going to ask you is, where are you getting your alcohol? That's only 5% of the cases. 95% of people get liver cirrhosis because of nutritional deficiencies. Then, let's see, does your mom have anything like diabetes or high blood pressure?
Yes, I have a list. Here, I have Parkinson's and arthritis, chronic back pain in joints and legs, the fibromyalgia. She's been a diabetic for over 20 years, type 2 diabetic, and high blood pressure and high cholesterol as well.
Okay, well, here we go. Got your pen out. We need to stop the ongoing damage. So the first thing that needs to happen is she needs to get rid of all the bad stuff. Obviously, no sugar. She's a diabetic. No sugar in any way, shape, or form. That means no juices, no fruit, no agave syrup, maple syrup, corn syrup, no alcohol, no honey, no molasses, absolutely no fried foods in any kind. I mean no fried foods, no exceptions. I don't care if it's extra virgin olive oil or coconut oil, and stir-frying organic vegetables, can't have it. Then no oils, no margarines, mayonnaise, salad dressings, cooking oils. If she eats canned fish, they got to be packed in water, mustard, tomato sauce, not oils. I'd also have her take Let's see here. I said no fried foods, no processed meats. Oh, she needs to get rid of all gluten. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. No wheat, barley, rye, or oats. I want her on vegetables and eggs. Just vegetables and eggs. Then the supplement program is going to cover all these problems. And, of course, if it turns out that these things are cancerous, which is a very low probability, then I need to know that. But in the meantime, we're going to assume for the moment, since the doctors weren't too excited, whether it was on CAT scan, ultrasound, or however they diagnosed these bumps in her liver, that they're benign. Otherwise, they would have been excited to get her on the chemotherapy immediately. So let's see how that goes. But anyway, right now, let's give her 235. I'd give her 2 Healthy Start packs per month. That's 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and I'd also have her, well, we got about 14 other things to do here, so hang on. We'll be back. We'll give her the rest of this information after these messages.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins. But did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co. Why? Because BidBit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at BidBit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at BidBit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. BidBit.co.
Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Texas and Jimmy. Okay, again, 2 Healthy Start packs per month, 3 of the selenium 3 times a day, 3 of the de-stress capsules 3 times a day, 3 of the Ultimate Daily Tablets 3 times a day, 3 of the Sweet Ease 3 times a day. Be sure your mom takes her fasting blood sugar every morning before she medicates herself, because she will have her blood sugar dropping very rapidly, so we don't want her to get in trouble with too low blood sugar. And then for the fibromyalgia and the arthritis and the back problems and all that kind of stuff, I wanted her to have the glucogel, and wanted to have 15 glucogel capsules a day. 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. That's 2 of the large 240-count bottles per month. And then call me every couple of weeks. You're going to be amazed. With these nutrients, this can support and promote a healthy recovery of the liver, support and promote healthy maintenance and repair of the liver, high blood pressure, diabetes. All of these things you're describing are nutritional deficiency diseases. And at 5'5", I'd like to see her weigh like 140, so maybe she needs to lose 100 pounds. But let's get her going here. Let's get everything stabilized. Let's get her off her blood pressure medication. Let's get her off of her diabetes medication, and then we'll talk about seriously reducing her weight. This will begin. She'll begin to lose some weight, maybe even a quarter of a pound a day. But we're going to get her down faster, but she's got to first wean off of her Sweeties, excuse me, not her Sweeties, but her diabetes medication. She's got to wean off of her high blood pressure medication. Then we'll get her on the serious weight loss program. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Nebraska. And Diane, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Diane. You're on the air.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to you talk about avoiding cooking oils and such. My husband, he don't believe that. He is facing...
Okay, get a good insurance policy and start looking for a new husband.
Okay. He's facing surgery for diverticulitis and a fistula. Is there any possibility that the fact that he does not want to avoid these oils could have something to do with this condition? And if it does, can you explain a little bit about how oils and trans fats and what have you affect the body?
Well, sure. Well, first of all, when you have diverticulitis, diverticulosis, irritable bowel syndrome, inflammatory bowel disease, colitis, ulcerative colitis, celiac disease, these are all a gluten intolerance. The first thing he has to do is get off of gluten. If you live in the same house with him, you got to get off of gluten. If you have any dogs and cats in the house, they got to be on either a gluten-free dry cat food and dog food that says in big bold letters on the bag, gluten-free, or they got to eat canned dog and cat food. You cannot be eating gluten, can't be in the same house. He cannot go to Whole Foods. You cannot go to Whole Foods because all that dust from those bulk grain bins get all over the place. You wash your clothes with his, and you got a mess. So this is very, very serious stuff. I'd have him listen to that CD called Serial Killers. And, of course, he needs to... supplement with the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for his body weight, which includes the omega-3s and so on. Well, why does that work? Well, if you're eating fried foods particularly, you get trans fatty acids, heterocyclic amines, and acrylamides, which cause inflammation of the tissues. And when you can't absorb nutrients, you can certainly absorb the free radicals. That's the trouble. When you can't absorb nutrients to defend yourself, and then you're taking all these things that produce free radicals, you get a double hit because you can't protect yourself, but you can absorb the free radicals. And so you're going to get even more damage than if you could absorb your nutrients. You are not what you eat, as it used to be said. You are what you absorb, and certainly gluten intolerance will reflect itself in how people actually absorb nutrients. It takes an adult about 3 to 6 months to completely repair their intestines. They should start seeing improvement in absorption, reduction in symptoms of nutritional deficiency diseases within 2 weeks of starting a gluten-free diet. But it's got to be drop-dead gluten-free. That means no deli slices, no sandwich meats, no fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, no oils, and certainly no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, and oats. If he's a beer drinker, he can have Red Bridge from Anheuser-Busch. It's gluten-free, certified gluten-free by the FDA, which I don't particularly like them, but they're pretty persnickety when it comes to that kind of stuff. And then also there's a lot of rice beers in the Oriental food stores. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Monterey, California. And Ed, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Ed, you're on the air.
Yes, sir. Hi. My age is 62. I'm 185, 5'11". I think it's the problem is type 2 diabetes from listening to you. But let me throw a few symptoms at you. When I was in my 40s, I had something called plantar fasciitis. Kind of went away. Now I have numb toes, numb feet. My calves are kind of numb up about halfway.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a back problem?
Oh, I used to have major back problems.
You still have a back problem. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Loss of hair on my legs about halfway up the calves, seem to be basically in the front and the back. Stiff joints, stiff feet, calves extremely cold just about all the time. Leg muscle weakness, get cramps at night, difficult to walk upstairs.
Yeah. Have you been to doctors for all this stuff?
No, I'm kind of, after listening to you, I've been afraid to. I've tried some of your products, but I don't think that I've tried them.
Now, why do you think, none of this says you have diabetes. All this says you have peripheral neuropathies caused by degenerative disc disease in the back, and you have arthritis. Okay, so why are you thinking you have diabetes?
Well, I wouldn't, that's why I'm calling you.
Okay, well, here's how you do it. It is very simple. What you do in the morning, before you eat, you go ahead and you get one of these little bottles of these test strips from the drugstore without a prescription. They're your blood sugar test strips. You don't even need a machine. You can use one of these little bottles. They usually have a spectrum of colors on there, and you just match the color that your blood turns that test strip, and you match the box, and it'll tell you approximately what your blood sugar level is. Okay? Anything above 100 is prediabetes. Anything above 120 is full-blown prediabetes, and anything above 140 is full-blown diabetes. And so there's no rules here, Ed, that says you can't have 14 diseases at the same time. It's very common that people who have type 2 diabetes also have prostate problems, degenerative disc disease. You can get respiratory problems, macular degeneration, fibromyalgia, all this stuff. They're all nutritional deficiency diseases. They run together. Nobody except a laboratory rat ever gets a single nutritional deficiency, which is set up by how the diet is concocted. People out there, if you're not absorbing very well, you're going to be deficient in many nutrients. If you are absorbing well and you live in a place that doesn't have many nutrients, particularly minerals in the soil, and you're eating entirely out of the local farmer's market because you want to save the earth, well then guess what? You are going to be deficient in those nutrients. And so I'd urge you to get a hold of the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. Take the Sweeties, take 3 of those twice a day, and then find out, test your own blood sugar. We'll be back after these messages.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with arthritis, strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time $10 sign-up fee. Youngevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Youngevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
By now you know that wireless technology like cell phones do in fact pose dangers to the health and privacy of everyone. Block-It Pocket's wide range of products are unmatched in providing the protection you deserve. No scare tactics, just common sense. BlockItPocket.com offers quality American-made options to alleviate and eliminate these invisible dangers. Learn more at BlockItPocket.com or call 888-315-9618. BlockItPocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Attention listeners, SurvivalLife.com is giving away free EverStrike permanent matches for a limited time only. These matches are waterproof and will light in any weather condition, rain, snow, or sleet. It will still throw a spark. Its built-in ferro rod strikes at 3,000 degrees, and it is good for 15,000 strike. Normally, $15. Today, it's free. Get yours at freewaterproofmatch.com. Again, that's freewaterproofmatch.com. Hurry, supplies are limited. Visit freewaterproofmatch.com today.
Back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to South Dakota. And Al, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Al, you're on the air.
Yes, Dr. Wallach. I wanted to know what your treatment is for ear mite treatment for cat and dogs.
Okay, ear mites are very simple. What I would do is get a hold of the peppermint oil from Youngevity's aromatherapy Ancient Legacy division, Ancient Legacy member of our family of companies. excuse me, and I would take some mineral oil or corn oil or any kind of oil, cooking oil, grapeseed oil kind of thing, and I would put 1 drop of the peppermint oil in the other oil, the diluting oil, and put a couple of drops of that mix into the cat's ears or the dog's ears, and do that 4 times a day. And the oil will actually suffocate the mites. And also, if there's a little excess wax in there, it'll dissolve the wax too. And just to put it in 2, 3, 4 times a day, a couple drops of that mix, 1 or 2 drops of the peppermint oil in, say, a teaspoon of grapefruit seed oil or corn oil or whatever it is you want to put in there, and you'll find that it will suffocate those mites. That's pretty simple stuff. Okay, don't forget to give the dog and cat, keep their immune system up. Give them our Arthrodex. It's 1 scoop per 25 pounds of body weight. So if you have a 10-pound cat, I just give them a half a scoop of the Arthrodex. And, of course, in dogs, it's the same way. If you have a little 10-pound dog, it's a half a scoop. You get up to 18, 20 pounds, I'd give it a full scoop, and so on. Okay, Doug, we got time to squish in another one?
Yes, we sure do. Let's head to Arkansas. And Renee, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Renee. You're on the air.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. I have 2 questions, please. I'm on the Healthy Starter Pack Monthly, the ASAP, and Selenium. And I have 2 things. One, with my thyroid, they have me on Synthroid at 100 milligrams a day, and I was wanting to know if I needed to still do that. And then they sent me to be tested for sleep apnea. And what
sleep apnea is a normal behavior. It's not a disease. Fire the doctors who want to test you for sleep apnea. They're turning a normal behavior into a disease. Everybody who goes to a sleep clinic is found to have sleep apnea because it's a normal disease. I'm going to invent a disease here called Blinky, Renee. Anybody who has Blinky, I'm going to put on the anti-blink drug that I'm going to invent, and I'm going to have a laboratory which diagnoses Blinky. Anybody that comes in there that blinks has a disease called Blinky. It's just like everybody who has sleep apnea who goes to the sleep lab has a disease because everybody who goes there is going to be found to have sleep apnea because it's a normal behavior. Watch a baby sleep. Watch a dog sleep. Watch a snake sleep. Watch an elephant sleep. Watch a zebra sleep. They all have sleep apnea. It's a normal behavior. I just get crazy when doctors turn a normal behavior into a disease and the people buy it. Do not do that. Fire the doctor who comes up with that. And anybody else, if the mafia were to do stuff like that, they go to jail for racketeering. If a doctor does it, they just get paid by insurance. Okay, so we got to stop it. Nobody dies of sleep apnea. If you die because you're snoring, it's because your sleep partner killed you.
Okay.
Okay, so nobody dies of snoring. That's why Grandma and Grandpa slept in separate bedrooms for 25 years.
Right.
Because one of them snored.
They put me on trazodone, 100 milligrams at night.
What, for sleep apnea?
Well, they told me I didn't have it. I just was not going into a REM sleep every night.
Okay, stop. Throw the darn drug away. Take your 90 cents. What do you weigh?
150.
Okay. Take 2 Healthy Start packs per month. Stay away from fried foods, processed meats. Don't drink caffeine after midnight. Have a couple of scrambled eggs before you go to bed. Don't eat ice cream. Don't have pie or cake. Don't eat sugar before you go to bed. Have a couple of scrambled eggs or poached eggs or a steak before you go to bed. And then you'll do well. Throw away the drugs. Fire the doctor. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Doug and Susan. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light Systems system today, complete with 2 Black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.